everybody, and it's my privilege to be doing the first weekly tutor review for our course English as a Medium of Instruction for Academics. I'm absolutely delighted that you've been able to join us on this course and that you're giving up so much of your time in your busy lives to study with us for the next 4 weeks. And when I say you, I mean you, all of you who are on the course, but I also mean you, yes, I'm pointing my finger at you, it might not be very polite, but you as an individual. You know, there are some things I don't really like about the English language, and one of those is the fact that we just have you, which can be singular or plural. But I am talking to you in the singular at this moment because I am delighted that you are here. So this is a kind of personal thank you from me to you, singular. Remember that this is the first week and we have 4 weeks to go, and each week there will be a tutor review. I'd like you to remember this week. Remember where you are well, physically, but also sort of intellectually, cognitively in your head. And then when you come to week 4, think about where you are then and what the difference is. What difference has 4 weeks of study on this MOOC made to you? And as I said, it's a difference that can be to do with ideas. It can be something social, because we have a Facebook group that, you know, is a part of our EMI or EME, and I'll come on to that in a moment, operation. It could be something pedagogical. There are so many different ways, you know, even our emotions can change over a few weeks. So there are lots of different ways that things can change for us. And I'd like you to think about that in week 4, because I do believe that, you know, we're all moving forward as educators, and it's good if we can establish points and try to measure what's been going on between those points, and it helps us to know how we're changing as people. I was thinking about this when preparing what to say to you, and now when I look at the recordings we made for the MOOC, and these recordings were made 4 years ago or something, I think to myself, oh, I wouldn't say that now. Oh, I wished I'd said it differently. And although that's a sort of regret, it isn't. It's actually a positive thing, because I have moved on so much in 4 years, as you have, no doubt, because we've all been in this wretched global situation of having to, you know, live with the pandemic, and as educators to change so much in the way we operate. We've changed so much. So 4 years ago, I could never have imagined where I'd be now. And to give you an example of something that has changed, and not just for me, and not just for my colleagues in Southampton, but for other colleagues around the world, is we're not happy with EMI any longer. EMI, English as a Medium of Instruction. We much prefer English as a Medium of Education, or English Medium Education. So I'm going to leave that with you, and it's something for you to think about. And if you'd like to reflect on that change, perhaps you could put your thoughts in this step underneath this video recording, which will be posted very shortly. So how do you react to the fact that people have moved on in 4 years and are now talking about English medium education? This step, I've written it down, is 1.19. So if you put your thoughts in there, that would be really helpful. Now, if you have any questions or things you'd like to talk about in the next tutor review, week 2, could you go to week 2, and the step there is 2.21. 2.21. Put your questions or comments about things you'd like to say about the course, questions you'd like to ask or discuss. Put them there for next week's tutor review. So I really ought to mention the team as a whole. We're very privileged to have with us on this run some wonderful people who are helping Rob and I to facilitate the course. They're from Brazil, and they are Ana Larissa, Miriam, Giovanna, and Ana Luisa. I hope I haven't missed anybody out. They are helping us, and they are not just joining in the facilitation of the course, but they're adding their insights. And this is what a course like this should be about. We're talking about a global phenomenon. So you don't want two people from the UK facilitating all the time. You want other voices with other experiences. And this is what we have. So we do greatly value your insights, colleagues from Brazil. We really do. So how do we get the most out of this MOOC? Well, we kind of go forwards and go backwards. If you started on Monday, then you're probably going ahead quite rapidly. But there are people who are still joining. So it's nice if you can go back and see what comments they might have made. We've got some lovely discussions emerging. I've made a note, step 1.9, the interview with Jenny Jenkins. Lovely discussions around the areas of responsibility of the EMI practitioner, the EAP teacher, ELF, English as a lingua franca, discussions emerging between Julia and Leonardo. And it's lovely when I get a snapshot of you, the individual. And I really got that with Marcello, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Again, the same video, Jenny's video, and he wrote, "This video was really a relief. In fact, I downloaded it and showed it to my students." You know, that is just a wonderful snapshot glimpse into your life, and I do appreciate that so much. So I think we are beginning to get the picture now, how EME is different for each one of us in our different contexts. And the aim of this course is to talk about a lot of different issues around EME so that you are exposed to these different issues and have the chance to think about them and make some choices about what is appropriate for you, you individual, you singular, in your context, because we're all different. And then with this this set of choices, you can go forward confidently, knowing that you've made the best choices, or let's say good choices. Good choices, let's not say the best, but good choices, and you know why you've made these choices for your students in your context. I'm going to stop now. I've probably talked too long, but I've enjoyed it. All right, so maybe see you next week. It might be Rob next week, I'm not quite sure. Or it may be somebody from Brazil. How exciting would that be? All right, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.